Chioma, me and my family are traveling abroad next week Wednesday. Congratulations, I'm happy for you.
Victoria, your journey ends here. You will not travel. You and your family will disappear from this earth.
They lived in the big part of Lagos Island, where the roads were clean and the houses stood tall like kings. People knew them as a peaceful family. No noise. No scandal. Just love. The man of the house is Conley, a calm, hardworking man who loved his family deeply. His wife, Victoria, kind, soft-spoken, and always smiling. Together, they had 2 children. Their first child, Amara, an 18-year-old plump and beautiful girl, brown skin and glowing, with a gentle voice and eyes that always looked like she was thinking deeply. Their second child, David, just 10 years old, playful and innocent. From outside, their life looked perfect. And truly, it was. They were rich, not proud rich, but comfortable rich. Their children went to good schools. Food was always on the table. Laughter filled the house. People respected them. But what many people did not know was that Victoria had a younger sister called Chioma. Chioma lived on the mainland, far away from the comfort of Lagos Island. Life had not been kind to her. Her husband had divorced her and left her with a beautiful daughter named Imoni. People said it was because of her bad character and wickedness that made her husband run away. Chioma struggled, and because Victoria was kind, she always helped. Every month, Victoria sent money, she sent foodstuffs. She sent clothes, good clothes, clean clothes, some even brand new. Anytime the package arrived, Victoria would smile and say, "Please make sure Chioma is okay. She is my sister." But each time Chioma opened those bags, her face told a different story. She would pick a dress, look at it from head to toe, and hiss. She would hold the food and shake her head. Sometimes she would laugh bitterly and say, "I don't blame you, giving me leftovers. This life no just favor me oh." She would throw the clothes on the bed and mutter, "Because you married well, have a great family, you are sending me rubbish, eh." Chioma half suffered oh. Jealousy lived in her heart quietly, growing like a hidden sickness. Yet Victoria never noticed. She believed her sister's anger was just pain from life. She never imagined envy could live in her own blood. Inside Victoria's house, there was so much love, but there was one thing missing. Prayers. Amara noticed it early. Her parents never liked praying, and her teachers in church always taught about the power of prayers. Amara never joked with it. Every night, when the house became quiet, Amara would kneel beside her bed. She would whisper prayers with tears in her eyes. Sometimes she would walk to her parents' room and say softly, "Daddy, Mommy, let us pray before sleeping." Her father would wave his hand. Amara, we are tired. God understands. Her mother would smile and say, "Tomorrow morning, my dear." In the morning, before work, Amara would try again. "Please, let us pray before we go out," but it was always the same answer. We are late. We will pray later. Is today different from other days? Amara would quietly step back, she never argued. She never forced them. She would kneel alone and pray. Elroy, my God, you are the God who sees. Please watch over my family. Her heart was always heavy, even when everything looked perfect. One evening, Conley came home smiling. Honey, please come, I have good news, he shouted. Victoria came out immediately. What's that, honey? She said excitedly. Our visas has been approved. They have been trying to relocate to the United States. Victoria screamed with joy. Amara smiled quietly. David clapped and ran around the house. Plans started immediately, documents. Packing, goodbyes. Victoria's heart was full, and out of excitement, she decided to visit Chioma on the mainland. She dressed well, carried gifts, and went straight to her sister's house. When Chioma saw her, she forced a smile. "Sister, you are glowing." They sat, they talked, they laughed. Then Victoria said the words that changed everything. "We are
relocating abroad.
Chioma froze. It was like a wood was used to hit her chest. Abroad, how?" she said.
So you want to leave
"So you want to leave me here?" Victoria laughed and held her hand. "Don't worry. You will join us soon. Everything will be fine." Chioma smiled, cracking her throat. But inside her heart, fire was burning. She asked softly, "When exactly are you traveling?"
We will be
Victoria
going next week
answered without
Wednesday.
fear. "We will be going next week Wednesday." "Wow, so soon," Chioma said, forcing a smile. They hugged. Victoria left, happy. But when the door closed, Chioma's face changed. She stood up, pacing the room. "So you want to enjoy life and leave me here? Only you good husband. Only you find children. Only you money. And now abroad." She laughed a dry, evil laugh. "Come and go. Let me see you smiling." That night, jealousy made a decision. And that decision would destroy lives. Sleep did not come to Chioma. She turned on her bed, sweat covering her body, anger burning in her chest. Each time she closed her eyes, she saw Victoria smiling. She saw Connor holding his children. She saw them boarding a plane, waving goodbye. Her hands clenched. God forbid I allow them travel. My heart can't take this. I need to do something. By morning, her mind was made up. She dressed up and walked out without greeting anyone. Her feet led her to the edge of the city, where people feared to go. The river that answered prayers and destroyed lives. The river goddess listened as Chioma poured out her heart. She spoke of poverty, she spoke of shame, she spoke of jealousy. When she finished, the goddess's voice rose from the water. "Your sister means you no harm. They plan to help you. Leave them alone." Chioma stood up angrily. "I don't want help.
I don't want them to
I don't want them to travel.
all of them dead.
I want all of them dead. Wipe them out of this world." The river went silent. Then the goddess spoke again. "There is a price, a heavy price." A large calabash appeared on the water. Tonight you will walk naked. You will carry this calabash on your head. No one must see you. You will call your sister's name. After today, this calabash must stay under your bed. Wherever you go, it follows you." Chioma did not shake. "I agree," she said, "as long as they die." That night, darkness covered Lagos. Chioma stepped out naked, fear chasing her, madness leading her. The calabash was heavy on her head.
Victoria.
She walked through the streets, whispering, "Victoria. Victoria." No one saw her, no one heard her. She lifted the calabash and spoke with hatred. "Victoria, your journey ends here. You will not travel. You will not fly. You and your family will disappear from this earth." Then she laughed, slow, cold, and evil. When she returned to the river, she told the goddess the exact travel date. The goddess nodded. "It is done." Chioma went home smiling. While evil was working, Amara was praying. That same night, Amara woke up suddenly. Her heart was beating fast. She felt pain in her stomach. She knelt by her bed, tears dropping. Elroy, my God, I don't understand this feeling.
Watch over us.
Please, watch over us. Show us mercy. She slept with fear in her heart. The travel day came, the house was busy, boxes everywhere. Luggages stacked. Amara woke up weak. Her stomach twisted. She went to her parents. "Daddy, Mommy, please let us pray today. I had a bad dream. I don't feel good about this journey." Her father laughed. "Is this the first time we are traveling? Her mother smiled. Amara, stop worrying. Dress up. Amara walked back quietly. She locked herself in her room. She knelt down. Elroy, my God. If there is danger, please save us. They entered their big Sienna car and drove off toward the airport. As the car moved, Amara began to sing a Christian song softly. Her father frowned. This girl and church, you're on prayers, Amara.
Please keep quiet. You are disturbing me.
Please keep quiet. You are disturbing me. She stopped singing. The road was smooth, the sky was bright. Then suddenly, from nowhere, a heavy trailer lost control. Its horn screamed. Its brakes failed. Tension was in the car. Amara shouted Jesus. Conley tried to turn, but it was too late. The trailer crashed violently into their car. Metal crushed metal, glass shattered, people screamed. The Sienna spun and hit the road divider, silence followed. Crowds gathered, people rushed forward. They dragged bodies out. Conley lay on the road, lifeless. Victoria lay beside him, motionless. But in the back seat, Amara and David were alive. Amara crawled out, blood on her clothes. She shook her parents. Daddy. Mommy. No response, she screamed. She prayed. Stand up. They didn't move. At the hospital, the doctor shook his head. They are gone. That moment marked the end of their perfect life. And the beginning of a suffering no child should know. The burial came too fast. 1 week, their parents were alive, laughing, planning a new life. The next week, they were laid in the cold ground. Amara stood beside the grave holding her brother's hand. She did not cry loudly. Her tears flowed silently. David kept asking, when will mommy wake up? Nobody answered him. Amara had no words for him. She just had to be strong and brave. After the burial, relatives disappeared one by one. Phone calls reduced, smiles faded. Then Chioma stepped forward. She wore black clothes and cried loudly. My sister. My own blood. People praised her, they said. Thank God the children have an auntie. Chioma moved into the big house with her daughter Imoni. At first, she acted kind, but it did not last. Slowly, everything changed. Chioma walked around the house like she owned it. That night, she crept into Victoria's room. Oh, see this room, see what my useless sister has been enjoying, she whispered. Now it's my time. I will paint all of Lagos Island red. She laughed evilly, the sound crawling through the empty house. Chioma stood in the doorway, blocking Amara. Useless girl. Like mother, like daughter. You want to go to school to learn what? She sneered. My friend, take that tray of pure water. You and your brother should go out and hawk. She lifted a glass of juice she had never tasted in her life and sipped it slowly, smacking. But auntie, please. I'm almost done rounding up. Let me just go write my exams, Amara pleaded softly. You just be unfortunate to say that to me. Chioma shouted, her voice sharp as fire. When your mother was alive, did she ever send me to school? Leave my sight and get lost. Amara gripped David's hand tightly. Together, they stepped into the hot Lagos sun, carrying trays of pure water, the heat beating down on them mercilessly. But Amara whispered a silent prayer, her heart burning with frustration, hope, and determination. Food reduced, insults increased. Useless children, your parents spoiled you. Chioma took over the cars. She took over the accounts. She claimed all the properties. She drove through Lagos State like a queen, her new name now Mrs. Gold. Chioma adorned herself with all of Victoria's gold jewelry, living a life she had only ever dreamed of, a life of luxury, power, and envy fulfilled. The children became servants in their own home. Every night, when everyone slept, Amara would wake up. She would sit on the floor, hugging her knees, crying. Memories would flood her mind. Her mother's laughter, her father's voice, their warm home. Now she hawked, she was beaten, she slept hungry. With tears in her eyes she prayed quietly. Elroy, my God,
you
you see me. Please show us mercy. She never stopped praying. In the same house lived Imoni, Chioma's daughter. Imoni was different. She watched her mother with fear, she watched Amara with pity. Sometimes, when Chioma was not around, Imoni would sneak into the kitchen. She would hide food and bring it to Amara and David. Please eat, she whispered, I am sorry for what very my mother is doing to you guys. At night, she would sit with Amara and pray quietly. God, forgive my mommy, she would say. Please don't punish us. Amara always hugged her. You are not your mother, Amara said softly. As the days passed, something strange began to happen. Chioma stopped sleeping well. At night, she would suddenly scream quietly. Fire! Fire is burning me. She would slide a drum of water for hours. Nothing helped. Chioma would shout Amara's name in anger, her voice echoing through the house. Stop praying, she roared, her face twisted with rage. She paced her room, whispering to herself, her words full of disbelief and envy. What kind of child is this? Why didn't the goddess wipe them all off? What saved these children? What kind of God is bigger than the great goddess? Her whispers turned to growls, her anger crawling like fire through every corner of the house. But Amara prayed even more. One night, after praying, Amara slept and had a vision. She saw a big calabash, dirty, filled with river water. Inside it were 4 small figures tied with red cloth. She woke up shaking, her heart understood. The next day, Chioma stepped out to the market, sliding into her big car like she owned all of Lagos. Amara peeked through the window, watching carefully, making sure her aunt was completely gone before she moved. She searched the house quietly. She checked everywhere. Then she looked under Chioma's bed, her breath stopped. There it was, the big calabash. Dirty water inside, a terrible smell. Inside it were 4 figures tied with red cloth. Amara screamed. She dragged it out and lifted it high. Jesus! Show us mercy! She smashed the calabash on the floor, water spilled everywhere. At that same moment, at the market, Chioma screamed. Fire! My body is burning. She collapsed, people rushed her home. Chioma was brought home from the market screaming. Her body was hot like fire. She rolled on the floor, shouting, shaking uncontrollably. Fire! Fire! I am burning. Water was poured on her, nothing helped. Her eyes were wide open, full of fear. Amara stood in the corner, holding her brother David tightly. Imoni, Chioma's daughter, stood still, watching. She was not surprised. Amara quickly called some family members. When they arrived, Chioma began to cry loudly. Amara, please forgive me, it is jealousy. Jealousy destroyed me. I didn't want them to travel. I wanted everything they had. She confessed everything, how she hated Victoria, how gifts made her angry, how she went to the river goddess, how she asked for death. The goddess helped me, she warned me not to harm them, but I insisted, please forgive me. She screamed. The fire is killing me. Amara turned to her, tears in her eyes. My mother loves you. She always talked about how you were going to join us when we traveled. She always made sure you were living okay. Now you made us orphans this early. Amara held her brother's hand and walked away. Chioma begged for mercy. But it was too late. Her body shook violently. Her voice faded. Before anyone could help her, Chioma became lifeless. The house went silent. That night, Amara sat beside her sleeping brother. She wept softly, remembering her parents, their laughter, their love, and their perfect life that had ended too soon. But she lifted her head and whispered, "Elroy, my God, thank you for seeing us. Thank you for fighting my battles. Thank you for showing us mercy." Peace entered her heart. Years passed. Amara grew into a strong, wise, and fearless woman. Now 25 years old. She took over her father's company and worked hard. Under her guidance, the company grew bigger and stronger than ever. It became a symbol of respect and success. Imani, now grown, walked beside her. She had changed completely, kind, loyal, and compassionate. Amara treated her like a sister, reminding everyone that children are not responsible for their parents' sins. One afternoon, Amara was eating lunch quietly, when she overheard something that made her stop mid-bite. A staff member was telling another, "I'm planning on relocating next week." Oh. Amara's heart clenched. She remembered everything. The car accident, the death of her parents, the suffering of her brother, the long nights of prayer. She waited until closing hours. Then she called the lady into her office. The young woman walked in, nervous. Amara looked at her steadily. "Sit down," she said softly, yet firmly. "I heard what you said today." The lady swallowed, ashamed. I didn't mean." Amara raised her hand.
Listen carefully.
Listen carefully. Not everyone around you is genuinely happy for your success or your plans. Some ears here to destroy. If you tell people your journey before it happens, you might give them the chance to hurt you, like what happened to my family. The girl nodded, wide-eyed, realizing the weight of Amara's words. "Do you understand?" Amara asked. "Yes, Mom," the girl whispered. Amara leaned back, eyes softening. Good. Remember, prayer protects the innocent. Be wise, always. That night, Amara walked past her parents' old bedrooms. She paused by the window, looking at the glittering Lego skyline.
Elroy, my God.
Elroy,
thank you
my
for
God,
guiding us.
thank you for guiding us.
Fighting our battles.
Thank you for
showing
fighting our
mercy.
battles. Thank you for showing mercy. David sat quietly nearby, older, wiser, and safe. Imani smiled. They had survived. They had overcome. And Amara knew one thing for certain. Never announce your plans. Not everyone who smiles with you is happy for you. Prayer protects those who trust God. Jealousy destroys everything it touches. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, follow and share for more interesting African tale stories.